Hello everyone and welcome to Innova Baltic Tour 2023 presented by Innova Champion Discs. This is Valmiera Open 2023. This is Latvia and your old faithful duo is back in the commentary booth. Enden here and with me Markus Dvinjaninov.
Hello everybody and hello our first guest appearance Balodis coming from Team DiscSport and Innova, rating 994 and score -14, and he did their course record on the second round, I heard.
Yeah, -11. The same score, -11, as Reiner's scored on second round is together for Ville, Kivisilla from Estonia.
And holding strongly third place is Mats-Eerik Tõhk from Team Innova, rated 984.
And fourth, but not least, score -8, Marger Krumm, Play Disc Golf Club. He's also from Estonia, rated 970.
And Balodis' second round was also the highest rated round up until this round. It was 1036, so we'll see if anybody beats that now. But he set the course record pretty high, so let's see if anybody can do that.
So, hole number 1, par 3, and we did the commentary last round.
Absolutely.
Neither of us had played this course.
Last year.
Last year. And now I have seen this round, this course, and it is fun to see. But yeah, 107 meters, you have OB on the backside. But you have both sidearm and backhand routes. So the basket is located left from the flags in the back, as that you can see. Now we have catch cam as well.
And
so
Reiner's going with forehand?
Yeah, so he's going from this angle. He's going from the right side.
So there's like a logical route to the basket?
There is like a route, yeah, but if you get some branches, you might end up like 25-30 meters from the basket, and you might not even have a look for a birdie. So yeah,
because Reiner's as far as I know, he's mostly like backhand dominant.
Yeah, but so the corner you have to take from right side is you have to have like a pretty steep fade in the end, or even play for the skip. It cannot be mid-height because it might catch some branches. It has to be either low or really high and come from back inside.
Okay.
Also, then you're flirting with the OB, so that might be the reason why some of these guys are going with the sidearm.
Absolutely. And we see Mats taking the regular backhand route.
And this is, and here you can see the risk that might happen. It has to be like, basically you have to have like 120 meter throw with the last 15 meters fading in.
Okay.
Because otherwise those trees are pretty close. And Marger looks like he's taking the early route between the trees.
And also lower, much lower.
Yeah. So you have to, if you want to go straighter, you have to go lower below the branches.
And how would you rate this hole from 1 to 10 points? How hard is it?
For me, 3 rounds.
Like overall.
Overall, it is. I'd say like a 7 because I didn't find the perfect route and maybe didn't have the best days.
Yeah. And we see Reiner's hitting the basket, leaving it a bit low, and Mats not even finding the basket at this time right now. And Ville trying to sneak one in from here.
There it is.
Yeah, nice way to start your round.
And that is inside circle, so green hit for Ville.
And gaining 1 stroke already from Reiner's.
And Marger
also leaving it inches low.
And that's the thing. If you're short of the basket, then you're putting towards the OB as well, and a little bit like downhill.
Yeah.
So if you miss the basket entirely, you might float into OB.
So the OB is like 10 meters? Something?
10-50, so it's even below 11 meters.
But it seems quite like calm, no wind there, so the
flag. There was no storm any day, so it's pretty calm. And you have some holes where you have, for example, like here, you can see the trees moving, so these first couple open holes next to the river are the ones that where you might have some wind that are affecting you. But yeah, hole number 2, 222 meters. Possibly should be the same as last year because the tee pad was pretty, I think, in the same position. So first shot, it's either for right-hand players, sidearm or turnover. Just try to gain as much distance as possible, and then a upshot to the basket that is situated lower than the fairway in the beginning. So it's like a drop. You only see the flag of the on top of the basket.
So from the tee pad, you're trying to go all out?
Basically, yeah. But when you're looking from the tee pad towards the fairway, you actually are looking straight to the OB.
Yeah.
But you have to realize you have a lot of space on the right side, and here you can see this should be pretty well. Yeah.
So
too understable.
Turnover from the backhand should be the best possible option if you execute it.
Yeah, you get a lot of distance, and then play for the birdie is pretty easy. And this one also stays low, but yeah, in the middle of the fairway. But from here, going to like attacking the basket is pretty risky, because the basket is located in like a small island. It's not like a circular island, but it's like a peninsula, so it's not a big one. And here you only can see like a little bit of the flag. So, and it is windy. Like here, you don't see the branches moving, but it's blowing mostly into your face.
And you still have about
130,
Mats is not even
40.
going for it.
Yeah. There's no chance. Yeah, it's like from there. I think it was like 140, 50 meters at least. So here you can see it. Yeah, the island or like the safe area around the basket is like maybe 50 meters.
Oh, this seems a bit
risky. That's like the warm-up area, and that is OB.
Yeah.
So yeah, the OB or like the safe starts from where the drop is towards the basket. And again, as you said, you remember Reiners as mostly backhand dominant player.
I would say so, yeah.
But also, yeah, the right side that we didn't see, like from here, the right side where I think he even ended in OB. But that, like the bush in the corner, is also affecting your backhand shot. From here you can see, like the corner comes a little bit in and blocks out the backhand shot.
And Ville being the lefty here, showing us different routes. Oh.
And a big arm, as we can see.
Yeah.
Young gun with the big guns.
5 meters to take another stroke, because Reiners, was he already OB?
His second shot is OB, and Marger is also
doing something really interesting here.
Small grenade. And there it is. Oh, nice roll.
I wonder why he went with that kind of shot. Was it because he had like open space everywhere basically, and he plays both back and forehand?
The thing is, he doesn't play forehand right now because of an injury. So he is actually backhand dominant right now. So.
But either way, there was backhand space was wide open. So
probably
interesting choice, I would say, for me to see, because you don't see many players use that kind of utility shot. Or
yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I think it might be mainly also the headwind that
maybe.
And if I think about myself from this distance, backhand upshot, I don't like it right now. I just want to go sidearm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ville gets another birdie, so he's 2 under after 2 holes.
Sneaking behind. Okay, now they're tied for the lead actually.
Yeah, because of the OB on the upshot. So that was bogey.
And Mats will
have a par.
Yeah. So third hole leaves us 92 meters, and I wonder where this hole goes.
So this one is actually a pretty tough hole. So this is the one that turns like behind the corner. And when I got there on the training round, just seeing the basket and walking, I was like, where is this basket? And for Ville, basic backhand hyzer because of being a lefty. And I think this is looking pretty high.
And seems pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, in the circle.
Almost in the bullseye, I would actually say, but yeah.
Most likely a third birdie in a row for Ville.
That's true. Mats-Eerik is going with a backhand.
Oh, really tricky one here.
And it might be mid-range.
I would
and
think
little
so.
bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is bad. Well, not too bad. It rolled a little bit outside. But yeah, going long in the bushes, I can say it's not the prettiest place to be. I've been there, got out with a par, but it wasn't pretty. It's really thick, and there's not a lot of options. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about options. Yeah, sidearm from Reiners, and this cannot be any more closer than one disc, maybe. And Marger also with either a mid-range or a putter. Looks more like a mid-range. Really good spin on it. And
Finds a way nicely.
we can say these guys are in the lead card with a reason.
Yeah, they're doing what they need to do.
And yes, here you can see Mats-Eerik just looking for any opening. You're basically, what is it, 11, 12 meters from the basket?
Yeah.
And you're just trying to throw something towards the basket.
And everybody should be taking birdies and
Until...
Yeah.
And yeah. There's a little smile from Marger. He knows what he did. And this is a tricky one. You're 4 meters from the basket, 4 or 5 meters. A little bit higher from the basket. And straight away you aim down.
Yeah.
And that's the main mistake that you make in this kind of situation. Hole number 4, par 4, and here just below here you can see the last year's T-pad that was played by FPO and I believe MP40. So they divided the players this year, and MPO was playing from the back tees, and the OB has also changed a little bit. Last year the basket was on an island. This year you actually have like an opening, and you don't have an OB river, let's say, in the middle. But yeah, I think it was like 125, 35 meters until the OB. So you basically had an placement shot for opening, drive. And this was one hole that you always had headwind. Every round, no matter what. So most of the guys just took an overstable driver and threw it one side of the fairway.
Seems a bit high. Is there?
No,
yeah,
that is okay. The OB was the path on the side, so that one was pretty safe. Mats-Eerik a little bit low, but should be pretty okay between the branches. But in the hole, yeah, the OB was a little bit wider. You can see the white stakes a bit further there. And Marger as well with the backhand. This is going high and wide, but yeah, should be pretty good. And this was also really important that you actually carried at least, I'd say 110 meters, because that was where the flat part started. So yeah, as you can see, Mats is throwing from basically like a hole, so you had to take some steps upwards and throw like uphill, and that might mess up the flight for some players. But this one is looking really good.
I take it.
Yeah, can be closer, but I take it. And Ville also. So he's going with the sidearm, using the right side of the fairway because of having those trees and bushes, and OB on the left.
It seems like the wind is now picking up.
Yeah, and these guys were playing as the last group of the day. So that was actually the time where the wind started picking up a lot. And this is looking really, really sketchy. And that is actually OB, yeah, on the river side. But now is the question, where did he touch the inbounds last before going out of bounds? Because it might be, if he was safe for a moment on the green, then he might be 10-15 meters closer than if he was OB already there earlier, before the corner, let's say.
Ville trying to give it a long run here. It should be taking an easy par. And Reiner's now trying to salvage or save what is there to save.
So
a
this
par.
is for par, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit high.
Starts to carry.
So now he has actually like a
6-7
bogey putt,
meter?
yeah, and should be headwind again. But he sinks it. No trouble, but 2 bogeys in 4 holes.
Yeah.
And he's now 1 over.
And Ville will definitely take the lead position, or actually he's only lead position, but he will
keep it
gain
now.
another stroke on Reiner's.
So yeah, Ville with 14 under and 3 under for the round. And we still have 2 more holes, I would say, in the open, and then we're moving in the woods. But now, hole 5, par 3, you have, it's most likely for a right-hand player, it's a sidearm shot towards the tree and let it skip in. Last year, the basket was a little bit closer underneath branches, so when you were like in 6 to 8 meters, let's say, you actually were guarded by the branches. But you also have a backhand route. But yeah,
So
sidearm is a lot more open.
Okay.
Leaves a little bit short.
Would have been good on the last year's hole.
Yes, but we don't remember where the branch was. I think this is the one that has been cut.
And forehand from Marger.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, not a bad kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's trying to use as much backhand as possible, but I've heard he's had some issues with the sidearm. And for Ville,
I mean, this hole looks like a straightforward birdie hole for these guys, or should be.
Should be, yeah. But again, when you're between the trees, like you're throwing basically from a pocket between the trees, and then you can see the flags out in the open. But yeah, you might leave it a little bit high, a little bit too much hyzer.
Yeah, everything this.
And you can see the wind is blowing straight towards them, so. But now, seems like he's in a position where the branch is not affecting too much. But putting technique was affecting this one at the moment. And Reiner's grabbing another birdie.
2 bogeys, 2 birdies, 1 par. What's next? Should be par, but we'll see.
Yeah, let's hope it's nothing too dark red. Too big of a number. We don't like those.
And Mats is taking his 4th par here, and Ville taking his 4th birdie out of 5. So quite a nice start here. And Marger also going with a birdie. So we have Ville still leading the tournament with 1 shot over Reiner's. And we have the 6th hole. Seems a bit short one.
Yeah, and this is, I'd say the shot is one of the easiest if you're a backhand dominant player. But the terrain is a tricky one, because...
Is this like a new hole?
I'm not sure. I cannot remember. I think we saw this one last year, but might be a new one. So basically, backhand hyzer into the woods, but it's blind shot. You don't see the basket. You have to actually like know what disc, how you throw it, and and then you have to get lucky a little bit because of the trees, and there's a lot of them.
I guess Marger maybe kind of tried to cut the corner too much there early a bit.
And this one also is too early, but yeah, pretty much.
They're still getting quite a distance out of these kind of short shots, I would say.
Yeah,
so
but I'd say birdie's out of the question.
Par shouldn't be a problem as much as I can see from here, but.
And here you can see that's a terrain. You actually land like 4 meters from the basket, and then you roll a couple meters down. Steep uphill putt. It's not an easy one. And now Mats-Eerik also cutting the corner.
It makes me feel they're trying to go from there, actually.
Yeah, who knows? Like I'd say it's an early release for all of them, because you don't have to go that early. Also, I did that mistake one round where I went too wide, and when you go a little bit too wide, you actually catch the wind and you might go back OB. I got it like 30-40 centimeters. So yeah, that is the thing why you want to go a little bit like cut the corner, because the basket is further and high up,
and that's when you cut it too much.
Yeah. That's the usual thing that happens, and now you can see
wasn't the easiest, as I said,
but it is a nice one between those trees and from this angle, so should be a par save for Ville. And Marger actually got like a line.
Yeah.
And now
the only birdie look.
Yeah. But I think it's still in the circle.
You guess? I think it was outside, but
might have been.
We can't be sure. So right now he's saving a par from 5 meters, so shouldn't be a problem for Reiners. As we see, might also do the same and cashing in the par.
And since I have the statistics, then I can say that was outside. So Reiners is now putting from inside and saving his par. So this is not an easy.
You have the backdrop there.
Yeah. So when you have missed so long, then you're looking back and you're like, I don't want to go back down.
Yeah.
Because it's a double bogey, most likely, if you miss it.
So we have 4 pars from the 6th hole. Did you take any birdies here?
I didn't.
He didn't. So hole 6 or 7.
Seven
sorry,
already.
Yeah, it's 87 meters and par 3. Seems like a wooded hole to me, or what would you say, Anthony?
Yes, this is now the first one of the wooded part of the course. So now we're heading into the woods, and this one is basically straightforward. Just take your straightest disc and hit the gap.
Backhand or forehand?
Mostly backhand, because it's
shaped on the left side.
It's shaped to the left. If you are sidearm dominant player, then I saw a couple guys throwing really nice, like slight Anheuser turnover sidearms. But yeah, it is shaped for a backhand shot, and actually I did also miss it right side and too long, so I was putting back uphill, but it's not too bad. But it's after coming in from like open 6 holes, and your first one is this kind of gap, and most of the guys were just hitting the trees like bang here, bang this way. But these guys, so this is the thing. If you miss it to the right, you're already putting back uphill. And now...
and Reiners went with forehand, so it's...
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I have a bad memory, but... I would say that he was playing backhand last year mostly.
Might have
maybe
been.
Maybe not.
Now Mats-Eerik, it's not too bad for the worst shot of the group. So yeah, he's getting an easy par. And now Ville
barely making it in the camera.
And now flying a little bit too much to, I'd say, yeah, that's 6-7 meters actually. So, yeah, he has to have a comebacker from there. So now, yeah, where is Reiners? This is a new game that we have. It's like, where's Waldo? Well, he doesn't have that striped costume.
Taking his time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And giving it a pretty good bid. But also has to settle with a par.
I mean, sometimes it helps if you have like a really small gap because you focus on exactly the one gap you have available there.
Yeah.
So it helps me sometimes really much because I tend to hit the gap much easier and then it will find the basket as well.
And now Ville, first one to
Trying
go
to sneak
for
it in.
Yeah,
But
and he's getting his first blemish on the scorecard.
yeah, and that's also the thing. If you have your like card mates missing putts from 9, 8, 7 meters and you go to your like 6-meter putt and suddenly you find yourself thinking that, okay, why did they all miss? Like, you have those thoughts coming in and then you're like, bang. And you have the
And yeah, usually playing with good card mates makes you play good. So when some of the guys start missing a lot of shots in a row, it actually might affect your mental state and your shots as well. You start overthink.
Absolutely.
But hopefully nobody's overthinking on this hole because it's a little bit wider than the last one. 103 meters, par 3. Mostly sidearm shot for the right-handed players and should be an easy backhand straight shot for Ville. So and now, yeah, we see Marger again going with the sidearm. And yeah, to park this hole with the backhand, it's not the easiest shot because it goes pretty straight and then you just have to like turn in.
Yeah, and Marger went in too early, I would say, and found the trees there.
And there are some guarding trees before the basket, so yeah, trying to sneak one in from like 20-25 meters is not the easiest.
Yeah, this seems like more the line you want to hit.
Ooh, that is the line you want to hit. A little bit higher skip and that would be an ace.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Why not?
So Reiners now probably getting his third birdie and sneaking back to being under par. Mats-Eerik, oh no. Oh no. From getting a skip into bullseye to rolling out of the circle. And now he has these two trees probably in the way, but we'll see if he has a clean shot.
And Ville needs to get this under the basket to maintain the leader position with Reiners. And should be doable.
Yeah, around like 4 or 5 meters. And now we can see that there's actually a gallery gathering from players that have already finished their round. Yeah, and Marger actually had like a pretty decent window.
Yeah.
And Mats-Eerik also. Nothing.
Looking to take this birdie home.
And he's missing most of them to the
To
right.
Yeah.
Just giving a little bit too much oomph.
Oomph. You know, I gave too much oomph, and everybody will know what you did.
Yeah. And birdie for Ville. Nice one.
Moving 15 under, should be Reiners. Still leading the tournament, struggling to get past one another. And Mats-Eerik taking the lone par. Only one birdie so far for Mats, so kind of like you just go through the course. And I mean, how would you take it? Would you rather have this kind of round or have like a birdie, bogey, double birdie, double bogey, eagle, you know, like up and down, or like a stable, like.
And it actually depends on the course, because some of the courses, when you're taking just pars and like one birdie, it feels like you're missing a lot of the shots. But if it's a difficult course and you're scrambling a lot and you're saving stuff, or then it might not be that bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hole 9, par 3, also pretty tricky hole because the angle where you have to, where your disc has to start like fading in, It's pretty tricky. You want to go pretty like close to that one tree in the corner. And here you can see Reiner's actually going too long. Okay.
Pretty good overall, I would say.
I would say he's a local player. He knows the lines. But yeah, because if you go a little bit too long at first, then you're catching a lot of branches. So you want to start fading in pretty early.
And we didn't see where Ville ended up, but seemed like he catch some early branches there, and Marger taking it really high now. And
not a bad route.
Seems to be
7
working.
meters, yeah. So yeah, the thing is, you have to have height on this shot, because if you go low, you have bushes in the outer corner, and yeah, you don't have time, because if you got the hole into two parts from that corner tree, then the last part is actually longer than the first part. So that means the fade in is longer than your actual like part of the shot where your disc is gathering speed. So that's the one that makes it tricky.
So Ville found a spot in the rough.
Yeah.
But not too rough, and finds a way nicely under the, not under the basket, but close to the basket. And now we have 3 possible birdies here, and Reiner's looking to get to the solo leading, but not yet.
If someone would have told me going like 7-8 meters long on this basket, I would have like made some big eyes and asked what, because it didn't seem that well. Yeah, it's not impossible, but seeing a lot of shots during the practice round, and also during the 3 actual competition rounds. Oh, whoa!
Don't talk too much.
Yeah, so yeah, seeing them one goal that long is pretty miraculous.
That's what I told you before. Like, I mean, I would say it wasn't like totally centered. It was on the right side, and these baskets are quite heavy, so they tend to like throw you out if they have the chance. So that's what basically happened. But yeah.
Yeah, not the prettiest ending for the first part.
Absolutely not.
But that was the front 9 for the lead card of Valmiera Open 2023. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all soon in the back 10.
We'll see you there.